Hey guys, what's up? Shin0525 here, back with kind of another drawing video. This isn't the normal drawing videos I usually do. Basically, since I have a little bit of extra time for Thanksgiving, I decided to do this one request where I had a video series where I showed you guys how to finish a sketch, and I believe Garrett Johnson requested I do another type of video like that. So that's what we're going to do this video. I'm going to show you guys how to finish a sketch, and we are using the picture of Spinel. Yes, I said it correctly, Spinel. From a video I did a couple weeks ago that got super popular, actually. I'm shocked at like how many people actually watch it. I still get comments on it today. So this is the pose that I did for that how to draw video. If you are interested in learning how to draw that, you could go check that out. It's on the playlist on my channel. But today, we are going to basically start at the end of the video where you have your full-on sketch, and we're going to go a little bit further with it and make it look a little bit nicer. So, other than that, get your pencils ready and let's jump in. Alright guys, so what we're going to do and what makes a sketch look a lot better is we are going to do an outline around the whole thing. So basically I'm going to start here and we're going to just kind of follow the entire outline that we got here. And you kind of want to stay close as possible. You want to get in the bumps better, so like when things go out, show that in the outline. And there we go. And the reason we're doing this is because it will make the silhouette look better and stick out a little bit more. So we are going to just, and again, you just kind of follow the outside of the shape all the way around. And again, you can play with like the thickness too. So like you can make the line go a little bit closer than normal on some areas and a little bit farther away on some. It'll give a cool like line weight effect if you do it right. But basically we are just going to outline Spinel. I'm going to shade that in, but I believe I'm going to do that off camera, because like you don't need to see me like color that in. But just seeing the outline process, and again when there's like overlap, which we don't have any here yet, but we will get there eventually. Yeah, not much else. Again, this is pretty simple and kind of like mind-numbing. It's just, we just follow the outline that we made. And again, I was super surprised that our Spinel video got so popular. And again, I got a lot of comments, that's not her name, that's not how you pronounce her name. It's just like, geez Louise. And that's kind of where like we get some overlap. So like since this is overlapping this, we're going to just follow the outside of everything. And here it can kind of connect to this one like that. And again, this is where, and you can pretty much do this with any of the how to draw videos I've done, where you get the drawing and then this is just how to kind of take it to the like next level, make it look a little bit better. Could try to incorporate this in like maybe your sketches if you're doing them. Because like, you know, it doesn't always look so good when it's just like flat, thin lines, you know? You might want to make it a little bit better. And we're just going to follow that. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. Again, not much to say, just follow the outline. There we go, there's that. And again, now we have some like negative space in between like where the pole is and her arm, so we could just draw, and that will get highlighted too, or outlined. Like that. And then same thing on this side. And you even get like a cool effect even when it's not shaded in. Because like you just zoom out, I'll show you in a second. Because even just like zooming out, it looks like, I don't know, there's like an energy field around it. Oh, I could also get this one too. Like this weird like energy field around her, I don't know. Like I can imagine like the outline kind of simulates like a glowing light or something. Because Steven Universe, they have energy fields in Steven Universe, right? I don't know. I don't watch the show. But, okay, that's pretty much it. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a quick cut, and we're going to come back, and I'm simply just going to take my pencil and just shade all of this in like that, but I'm not going to just waste your time and show you what it is. We are just going to fill in that outline that we have there. So I will be right back. Alright guys, we're back. I just filled in the outline that we made, and you can already see it looks a lot better than what we originally had, and it really does make it like pop out. And a good thing about the outline is like it helps like form like the silhouette and make you see it better. And so yeah, it looks good even if you had like a background. If I drew like a background for it, I don't know, she's standing on like a cliff or something in a town, I don't know, the outline would make her stick out from the background, so that's also really good. And now what you can do, since we have this nice outline, you could actually do some like slightly darker shades. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So like where there would be kind of like a shadow, like a dark shadow, like right under her neck here, you can kind of fill that in as well. So it'd be a dark shadow there, maybe kind of one that just kind of wraps around here a little bit, like that. Maybe one on the bottom here that's kind of follow the head and go off a little bit. And you can kind of blend it into the outline as well. That would help make it stick out a little bit more. Maybe one like here too. Maybe one like here too. And then for like this shoulder pad, it's kind of like behind her chest here and like her head. So you get kind of like a little nice little curve line here. And just kind of shade that in a little bit. And again, you can be very like selective on where you do it. Like right under here, since this arm is under the shoulder pad. Kind of nice little curve line, kind of blended into the outline that we have here. And you can kind of do that just kind of wherever. Usually where there's overlap, like that. So you want to keep an eye out. Again, this is kind of like behind everything. Like that. Same thing over here. Got a nice little curve line. Add a little bit of shadow to it. Same thing on this end. Get nice and dark. Kind of put a little shadow here since this kind of like shoulder pads in front of that one. Like that. And again, you don't have to go crazy with it. Again, kind of here. Again, usually when there's like overlap or something's above something, you could put like a nice little shadow there. But yeah, again, that's pretty much good. Again, I'm not going to go crazy with it. We could do a little bit in the hands, but That's not too bad. So after you get like the second layer of shadow down along with the outline, then to like show like color differentiation, I think that's the way to say that. Basically you can just take your pencil and very lightly just kind of go over what would be like super dark. So like, I think this part of her costume is like really dark along with her hair. So we could kind of shade that in. And again, this is just for like sketching purposes, so like it doesn't have to look super finished, but this is just to like, you follow like one of my how to draw videos and you're just like, I want to make this look a little bit better. This is kind of how you do it. Or if you're doing like sketching on your own, these are like little tips that can help. So like really dark colors, or even like colors with like variation, doesn't have to necessarily be a dark color, but if you want to show like variation is in color, you can just kind of shade it in like that. Again, I'm doing kind of a crappy job since, I don't know, like the camera's like in front of my face. But I believe this is also rather dark as well, along with her hair. Again, all I'm doing is I'm just taking the pencil and just kind of rubbing it back and forth real light. And just kind of building it up. Again, not much else to say. Even though this will take less time than the highlight or the outline. I guess since this one's so like a big shape, do big broad strokes, kind of fill that in. Kind of get that in there. And again, the idea of like a sketch is to kind of like a quick drawing. This is like, again, like for me, like this wouldn't be like a drawing. This would be like, okay, this is the idea for the drawing, you know? That's kind of what like sketches should be. It just should be like, you know, like this is kind of like the rough idea of what I want to get done. So when I really draw it, I have like a good idea of like what it is I'm doing. And like if you have a good sketch, it means like it's easier and you have better reference for like the actual drawing. So that always helps. So you just kind of shade that in black. And again, it's starting to like pop out a little bit more. It's starting to look like a real thing. And we get the same thing with the pole too. I know the pole is like super dark. But it's like light on the ends here, so. And again, the color, like, again, doesn't have to necessarily be like super dark. I can erase that. That stay white. Like that. And then I believe we can get in her boots as well. Why not? It's too light on the bottom anyway, so like doing her boots would make it pop out a bit more. And just like as like a rule of thumb, it's always good to go like every other thing. Ooh, I forgot to turn off my air conditioner. Do every other thing a color, so you're not having like black on black. So like, actually good examples right here. So we have like this shaded in, this isn't, this is shaded in, and it's like every other thing is like shaded in, you know? Just makes it look nicer. So it's like, because like if things are like shaded in next to each other, they kind of look like they're the same thing, like part of the same thing. So it's good to break it up. Keep that in mind. And Yeah, it's pretty good. And again, you can see it's like coming to life a little bit more now. Looks a lot better than just what the original drawing was. And I don't think this is relevant to Spinel, but it's also another tip I can give you. If you're doing something that was like metal, or like something hard that had like light reflections, you can shade it in like this. And then if you want like a cool, so I'll just take like her hair for example. Again, you don't have to do this, and like this hair isn't metallic, so I wouldn't recommend doing it. But you could use the eraser to kind of draw. So if you want like a light reflection in there, you just kind of use the eraser, like, kind of like rub it back and forth, and then it's just like, there's your like light reflection. And then same thing on like this one. So that's another way you can actually like use your eraser to draw too. So kind of making like her head look like it's like kind of metal. Like that. Again, you could use your eraser to kind of draw. Again, her head's not metal, I don't believe. Again, I didn't watch the show. It might be. I don't know. But, so I wouldn't recommend doing that, but that's something else you could do. Or if there's just like a really hard light on her, you could use the eraser to kind of draw it in. But, that's pretty much all the tips and tricks for, this sketch video I was doing. Again, the main idea of this video was just to show you guys, like, hey, this is like the how to draw video I did, but if you want to take it to like the next level and make it look a little bit better, this is kind of a way to do it. So, and again, you could do this with like basically any of my how to draw videos. It's real simple. Just after you get the drawing down, you erased all the guidelines, you have like the finished drawing. If you just do a like thick outline, that'll help the silhouette, and then just kind of shading in on the inside where there'd be like real hard shadows, like again like under the neck, any like overlap, there'd be a hard shadow. So just kind of draw that in a little bit, and then if you just shade in like the dark colors dark, and if you want to, you can get the light reflection with the eraser if it's like a metal or shiny object. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you found this video helpful or would like to see other ones kind of like it, let me know. I'll keep that in mind. If you guys have any requests too, I do take requests. Basically, all you need to do is leave what you want me to draw in the comment section below. I'll take your name and what you requested, put it on my how to draw list, and then on Sunday when I make a drawing video, I just randomly pick one off the list. There's no rhyme or reason. It's just what I feel like drawing that day. So, yeah, and I decided to do Spinel for this one just because I got so much traffic on my other Spinel video. I decided we need to do it. And also, I need to make this video to pronounce Spinel correctly, because, God, everyone had to let me know I was pronouncing it wrong. Oh, and I drew her gem as an upside-down heart, because it was an upside-down heart, and not just like a jaggedy rock shape that I did in the original video. I'm aware now. Thank you guys for all your comments. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoy, and I will see you in some other video. Alright guys, see you later. Bye-bye.